Hi, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steven. Today I'll be talking about some of the stuff I heard this week. One of the things is Black Adam has apparently lost money for Warner Brothers and DC films. Who's to blame? Now they're starting to do the blame game that it's, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's fault and whatever. So thinking about it today, and I saw the movie. You can see our review of me and Gio went to see the movie when it first opened. As I said, it's not the greatest superhero movie of all time, but it's entertaining. There are flaws in this movie. There's horrible dialogue. Somebody wrote up to me the beginning when they find where the Rock, well, Black Adam, where he's imprisoned. There's in writing how to get him out. If he's this horrible person, why would you want to get him out? So, there's so many things to look back at this one. There's so many mistakes. And again, there are tons of mistakes in this film. There's plot holes you can run a truck through, but it didn't take away that it was fun. And I think what Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his $7 production company's got to do, maybe Dwayne, it's great that you have a work ethic and you train and do your banging and clanging, as you call it, every 4 o'clock in the morning. But maybe you should take out the old keyboard at 4 o'clock in the morning and write a decent script. Maybe you should pay attention to these stupid mistakes that happen in these movies that you're going to waste 200 plus $1 million, and everybody in the theater is noticing all these issues and nobody there who's doing the film notices. There's a problem at $7 Productions, my friend. And if you need somebody to clear it up for you, we're here at the round table to do that for you, because obviously your guys there can't do the job right. Take it or leave it. The proof is in the pudding. The movie has underperformed. You've been telling us for how many years you're born to play this part. Okay, that's not good enough when the script sucks. Looking back at the trailers don't even tell us what the film is about. I mean, it was marketed horribly. You made the horrible mistake of telling us Henry Cavill is back as Superman before the film came out, instead of giving us a fantastic surprise. And that was ruined for everybody. But again, the film was fun. I had fun with it, but you sit there going, 200 plus $1 million. You're up at 4 in the morning, banging and clanging. Maybe bang and clang on the keyboard and fix the script just a little bit. Maybe this film would have done better. I knew for a fact when everybody says this is going to be like the biggest DC movie, I said in the beginning, it's not going to be the biggest one ever, and it's not going to do the numbers everybody's expecting. I told everybody at the round table, I said it to my friends, it's going to be a hit, probably one of Dwayne Johnson's biggest openings, which it was, because it's a superhero movie, but it will never get the $1 billion mark. And it's not, it's at 380 million or something like that, which is good if the film was made for under 100 million, but it's 200 plus. So they need 450 to break even minimum. If you think of advertising, marketing, everybody, it has to make 450 million minimum to break even. What do you think they rushed it out to streaming store? I think I have a review on that it's on streaming. I think that was a mistake too. It took money out of the theaters, or they realized the seats weren't being filled anymore. Whichever the case may be, I don't know. Is Dwayne Johnson to blame? Partly. This is his dream project. If it's your dream project, how could you let such horrible dialogue and mistakes that, like I said, you could drive a truck through? How can you allow that to happen? Because if the movie would have been a hit, the sole guy who would have been the winner would have been The Rock, or Dwayne The Rock Johnson, whatever you want to call him. So you know what? This falls partly on his shoulders, because I think he's in a position where he's now his own biggest fan. And he says this, oh, it's the fans first. I don't buy it. I really don't. I think he believes his own hype. And yeah, he got some good lines, and I enjoyed the rundown. I enjoyed Jumanji. Do I think he's the greatest? And should he be paid the amount of money that he has now? Not even close. Doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. You can love him all you want, and I respect your opinion. I think there's a lot better actors out there who deserve the spotlight more than Dwayne The Rock Johnson, in my opinion. Does he have charisma? Yeah, sure. No problem. I have no issue with him having charisma. I have no issue with him coming out with movies. But he's getting too much handed to him. And like I said, if it's a dream project, how could you let it be so subpar? This should be something that we sit back and go, oh my God, what an amazing movie. As opposed to, I'm entertained. I'm entertained. Right? So, do I hate, like, this sounds like I hate Dwayne The Rock. I do not. He has some good movies, and like, I like the Jumanji, and I love the Rundown. I think that's one of the best action comedy movies in a long time. Great, great, great. Fun movie. People should revisit that one. But they're handing him everything. And I personally don't feel he deserves it. And I don't think as you can see now with Black Adam, it didn't live up to expectations. Even with all his media pushing and his tweets and all this, and it didn't work. The proof is in the pudding. It underperformed. It's, Black Adam's a secondary character to Shazam, who Shazam wasn't like the greatest known, well, best known character in the DC universe. I don't know what people were. I wasn't expecting it to make 800, 900, or $1 billion worldwide. I was convinced it's going to make 350, and it made a little more. And that's exactly what I thought it would do. Does it fall solely on Dwayne Johnson's hands? No, but it is his production company. It is his dream project, and for a dream project, there's a lot of questionable decisions on the final product of that film. So that being said, does he take responsibility? He should, in part. It's not all his fault. But, like I said, it's his dream project. His production company is behind it. He's been very vocal of getting Henry Cavill back, and how could they not put him in movies? And he's been like, he's the new hierarchy of power. That's a lot to say when the movie hasn't come out yet. I don't think he should have said all that stuff until the movie came out. And then go with that. But that's me. And again, I'm really sorry if people think I hate the guy. I do not. I think he does get a little bit more notoriety than he should. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. But it's a little much. He's got, the ballers and his, was it tequila? Whatever the hell he has now. Everything's going around. And, there's a lot of guys I'd rather see. There's a lot of guys with more talent. you know. But that's me. But again, I still enjoy. I'll watch his movies when they come out. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch them. But this Black Adam thing, like how many years have we heard this? And I get they're going all this, and there's so many plot hole mistakes, and like the mother looks almost as old as the child, and there's so many things you sit there going, what is going on? Like what do you guys? I don't. Like, I mean, I don't work in Hollywood. I don't know any. I don't know how everything works. But you got to sit there sometimes when they're doing the test screenings. Like I'm not the brightest guy in the universe, and I'm seeing this off the bat like this. My buddies with me, Gio, and we're seeing all these instantly 2 seconds into the film. Like I said, there's how they imprison Black Adam because he's such a menace, but yet they tell you how to get him out. Why on God's green earth would you put that ready of? That's like me giving you my PIN number to my bank card and saying, "Oh my God, you stole my money." If I'm dumbass to do that, then I deserve it. And There's a lot of mistakes in that movie, but it's don't get me wrong, it's still entertaining. I love Pierce Brosnan as Doctor Fate. I love the guy who played Hawkman. Great choices, and they brought something to it. But again, for a dream project that we've been hearing, I got about 10 years now about this Black Adam, and he's born to play it, and blah, 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 blah. You're born to play it. Okay, then you should have made sure it's a good product. Because at the end of the day, you can tweet all you want. At the end of the day, I'm going to watch this film and look at it and say, eh. Like I said, I was entertained, but it's not like Avengers Endgame where you went, oh my God, and you cheered and like, again, you're banging and clanging and you're up at 4 a.m. I don't care about your 4. I get up at 4 a.m. too. And I went to the gym and I do that shit. But I still got to do my job right. And so do you, Dwayne. Sorry, guy. Like, you really dropped the ball on the script. And you should be accountable. I think, in a certain sense, you are one of the guys that should be accountable. But again, if they do a Black Adam 2, I think because now people are now introduced to this character, it will do better than the first one. And I think Dwayne has mentioned this is like, the box office receipts of Captain America, the first one with Chris Evans. But you have to really understand that was like how many years ago? And the budget was nowhere near what this is. But you know what, Captain is still a good movie. It's still a good movie. I'd rather watch Captain America again than this. But again, I want to reiterate that I do not hate Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but I think he needs to stop worrying about his banging and clanging and worrying about creating a solid script. And again, if anybody knows these guys at $7 production, hi, I can help you with that. At the Roundtable, we can help you. Just letting you know, I can bang and clang with The Rock. I'll do it. I've done it. I've been to the gym at 4 a.m. I've done the same thing for 20 years. So you know what? I can do it. And I still had to go to work and do my job properly. So I send this out to $7 Productions. Hire us. We'll do it. We'll fix it. You want Black Adam 2 to be awesome? I'm right here. I issue the challenge. And this is Stephen from the Roundtable, wishing everyone the best. Again, I do not hate Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but I think he's got to man up and say he fucked that up. Sorry for the language. And that's it. Again, I still like him. I'll watch his movies, but he's got to stop banging and clanging and start picking up the keyboard and typing really good shit instead. Okay? So that's the final line. Stop banging. A little less banging and clanging. I don't care how big your biceps are, Dwayne. Personally, it does nothing for me. Give me a good script, and I might be interested. You know what I mean? But again, if you want that to happen, Roundtable's here. Take care. Signing off. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.